We begin with the story of this hour. 6 police officers from the Boksburg North Police Station have been arrested. Police watchdog IPID made the arrest this morning. 2 of the officers face charges of copper theft and defeating the ends of justice. 4 are facing charges of assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm and defeating the ends of justice. They allegedly beat a Nigerian man into a coma. Nigerian consulate was present during those arrests. Now, senior reporter Silindelo Masikane has been following developments around the story and joins us this afternoon for the very latest. A very good afternoon to you, Silindelo Masikane. What do we know about the investigations into these police officers that have been arrested?
Well, Rafael, what we do know is that the police officers have been investigated for quite some time now with the police watchdog. There were some complaints laid against several police officers with IPID, and so IPID then proceeded to, of course, investigate these police officers, like you said, 4 of which are accused of assaulting a Nigerian national, beating him, torturing him to a point where he was in a coma for 9 days. We understand that Nigerian national is unable to walk now, and the consulate then took it upon themselves. The Nigerian consulate took it upon themselves to then lay a complaint with IPID. In terms of the other 2 police officers who are now facing charges of copper theft as well as defeating the ends of justice, they were caught on CCTV camera actually putting bundles of copper into a marked police van, and it's seemingly they were stealing that copper from another man who had actually bought it legally from a scrapyard. So therefore another complaint was then laid with IPID. We also know that the police station itself, Boksburg North Police Station, is also still under investigation for a number of other issues that have arisen from how police have been treating civilians. Essentially, we understand that residents around that area have accused police officers at that police station of abusing their power, essentially. Taking in people in for custody and not actually charging them and then just severely torturing them to extort money out of them. But we had an opportunity, of course, to speak to the watchdog, the police watchdog IPID, in terms of these investigations and how far they are. Let's take a listen.
Information we have at our disposal is that the victim and his friends were approached by the officers who demanded to see their identity documentation. And when he could not produce the required documentation, he was taken to the police station where he was assaulted and tortured by the police officers. And then afterwards, he was then taken to hospital for medical attention, where he was in a coma for 9 days. And that's the information we have at our disposal. And this morning, they were arrested by IPID officers, and they will appear before court tomorrow, the Boksburg Magistrate Court. And it's their first appearance where the processes around the case and the date for setting the date, or to set up a date for their bail hearing.
So you did mention that there was a Nigerian official who was badly beaten by the police officers. How, according to your understanding or your engagements with authorities, is he following that assault?
Well, we know that he has been discharged. Unfortunately, he's still recovering. But officials from the Nigerian consulate have obviously welcomed these arrests because they were the ones that had laid the complaint against the police officers. They are expecting, of course, that the law will take its course. And they're saying that, that particular police station needs to have more investigations done because there are even more allegations against other police officers at that police station in terms of their conduct. Let's just take a listen to an official from the Nigerian consulate.
2 weeks ago, 9th January 2023, a Nigerian was assaulted in Boksburg by 4 policemen. We received this at the consulate, and immediately the CG, Honorable Andrew NED, was here 2 weeks ago to pay the victim a visit because he was assaulted, he was thoroughly beaten, even when he complained of having kidney issues. He fell into coma and was in coma for 9 days. So when he came out of coma, the CG was here to visit him, and we opened the case with IPID. and the consulate has followed up this case up till this moment. We're happy to see this happen. We're happy to see that Nigerians are not assaulted and go scot-free. We're happy to see justice being prevailed. We're happy to see the consulate has worked on this day and night, and we're happy to see the results.
Absolutely unfortunate state of affairs with our policing system, Silindelo. So what happens now?
Well, we know that the 6 police officers will be making their way to the Boksburg Magistrates Court. They're going to spend the night in jail at one of the other local police stations in Boksburg. And we do know that at least one of the police officers is facing another charge, or is in another case where he's actually facing murder charges of another Nigerian national. So we will be following those court proceedings and seeing exactly when they'll be allowed to apply for bail. So at this point, the police officers are charged and booked into the Boksburg Central Police Station, and will be spending the evening there.
Silindelo Masikane, senior reporter, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. That is a senior reporter bringing us the very latest on police who have been arrested for being corrupt. Sad state of affairs in South Africa indeed.